Hello there, Nervana. Great job writing more essays for your IELTS preparation. Let's get right into this. It's the one about technology. This one's an interesting one because it's a 2-question essay, so let's see how you dealt with this. The issue of technology has grown in importance since the advent of the Industrial Revolution. However, you don't really need a semicolon. A comma would have been fine. However, either the technology should be adapted to serve humanity, or individuals should adapt to... Okay, here you mean whether. Okay, not either, but whether instead. If you're not sure about the difference, please look them up. And we don't typically put the in front of technology when it's talked about in a general sense. So the sentence should read, this part of the sentence at least should be, however, whether technology should be adapted to serve humanity or individuals should adapt to it is a controversial topic. Personally, I could argue that modernization usually caters to human requirements and it is able to stimulate smartness in our minds. Okay, this essay would discuss these points and give examples from USA and mobile companies to support my stance. All right, I don't like would because would implies that you're talking about it hypothetically, like, perhaps it might, or if we wanted to, we could, but that's not what you want to say. Instead, you want to say this essay will discuss these points because it's something that's already planned and you're going to do, so that's more appropriate. All right, other than that, the structure of your paragraph is absolutely fine. So you answered both of the questions, which is exactly what you need to do. So let's move on to your first body paragraph. Firstly, it should be acknowledged that treatment of chronic diseases, data analysis, machine learning, and telecommunication are fruits of the technology tree. Now, here you do need the because the belongs to tree, and technology is just its adjective. Which has been directed to serve people's needs and interests. I'm not sure about the word directed here, but okay. This has primarily resulted in advanced quality of living in almost all aspects of life when compared to... Okay, so this has primarily, not is, but this has primarily resulted in an advanced quality of living, or quality of life, actually, in almost all aspects of life. Well, there it is again. When compared to our ancestors in the last century, even if there are some areas that technology has failed, see, I automatically put a has here, to satisfy people's aspirations. How about this? Even if there are some areas where technology has failed to satisfy people's aspirations, such as cancer eradication, still, innovators try to adapt technology to newer ambitions. Okay, fine. Take smart homes in USA as an example. Here, you just put a comma, but you actually need something else. So you either need a full stop, or you need a colon, or you could combine these sentences by using something like a relative pronoun like where. So it would read like this. Take smart homes in USA as an example, where users could change the temperature of air and water remotely using applications from their smartphones. Therefore, if technology continues to target catering human needs, the future will most likely be, without this, more prosperous than the past. I'm not convinced that this is the best word here. There's nothing that leads us to believe that this technology, especially as you mentioned it in your example sentence here, would lead to prosperity. So that's not really the right word. Maybe you mean more comfortable. Maybe you mean more, I don't know. The comfortable is the one word that comes to my head, okay? Maybe you can think of another one. But in the interest of time, I'm sure we can come up with something else. Okay. Secondly, technology can extend our imagination beyond limits. Therefore, it could stimulate intelligence in our mind. This is due to the fact that the more competition between companies to facilitate inventions of newer programs and tools, the more technological features in our life. Okay, nice. For instance, every year Samsung and iPhone compete, all right, because it's every year, and this is a key word for the present simple. So, compete together to offer their customers newer generations of smartphones, which oblige their consumers to be much smarter in their selections. Okay, consequently, most people devote much determination and dedication to deal. I want to say this should be dedication to dealing with, they devote something to dealing, ing. So you actually need an ing here. It's not a full infinitive, but it's actually a gerund. Okay, nice. Your structure is fine. I mean, you've completely gotten down the acronym. You've gotten down the acronym, so let's go now to your conclusion. Hold on. To conclude, it might be deduced that technology has been adapted to serve humans' luxury. You can't really say this. This isn't a collocation that works. You can't say that something serves our luxury. Our desire for luxury, our need for luxury, yes, that would be acceptable. Okay, so it has been adapted to serve, and has been adapted to giving the advantage of market competition. This doesn't make sense to me. Hold on, let's read it again. To conclude, it might be deduced that technology has been adapted to serve humans' need for luxury, and giving the advantage of market competition makes people in continuous endeavor to act smartly with technology. All right, I'm not 100% crazy about the syntax of this sentence. I would have liked it reworded a little bit, and I don't like smartly. But I understand what you mean. The meaning comes across, and so that's what's really important. You could have done it a little differently. So it might be deduced that technology has, you know what you could do? You could say it might, okay, the rest of the sentence, and then get rid of giving, and then it's just the advantage of market competition makes people in continuous, you can't really say continuous endeavor. So giving the, and the advantage of market competition makes people continuously strive to act intelligently with technology. I think that's a better word choice. If scientists continue to adapt technology to the resistant problems in the future, they could put an end to human suffering. All right, lovely. I liked your conclusion. Basically, the structure of this is very good. Most of the grammar was very accurate. A lot of the vocabulary was nice. You used a lot of nice synonyms throughout the essay, so I was very happy with this. You know, nice variety of words. So it was a well-written essay. I mean, okay, there were little things throughout that I mentioned, but I don't think it's anything that can't be dealt with. So let's take a look now at your second essay, which I think is here. Here it is. Okay, it's the cover letter. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing with regard to the job vacancy as a sales supervisor in Xerox Company as per the advert in the newspaper on 13th May 2018. I don't really agree with this here. You know what you could have said here? You could say, as you will find in the attached CV, I have 15 years experience in sales with excellent market share in many national companies in the same field. In addition, I have an MBA in Business Administration from Harvard University, 2016. Okay, and that's fine. Meanwhile, I have good communication skills and ability to work effectively within a team. Now, one of the things I always say is that there are certain words I ask students to avoid, and one of them is good. One of them is good. Some other ones are bad, nice, small, big. There's so many other more descriptive words that you could use. So instead of I have good communication skills, perhaps you could have said I have excellent communication skills. I think that would have been a nice way to say this, okay? I have been ranked #1 in my previous company in achieving the annual target for 4 years. Furthermore, my ability to make comprehensive reports and advanced computer skills, and then it's just a fragment, so it's not a full sentence. You need to complete it. So you could say something like, my ability to make comprehensive reports and my advanced computer skills made me very well respected by not only my department, but the company as a whole. Something like that. But I mean, you just have to finish the sentence, okay? Because it was just a fragment. Since I have read the advert, I have decided to apply, not my CV. You don't apply your CV. You just apply for the job for 2 reasons. Firstly, due to the good reputation of your company. Again, the word good. You don't want to say that. You want to say the outstanding reputation, or the fact that your company is at the cutting edge of technology, at the fact that your company is a pioneer in the field. Okay, so these are some more appropriate expressions for this kind of letter. Secondly, I think that working for a multinational company would add value to my experience and expand my knowledge. Okay, I'm looking forward to meeting you in the interview. Please contact me at the mobile number given in the CV. Yours faithfully, Michael Edward. Okay, fine. The structure is appropriate. You used your sir, madam, your closing, and your sign-off were appropriate. It was all good. You covered all the points. Okay. My big comment here was about some of the vocabulary you used. I think I made that pretty clear. So, but on the whole, it was a nice attempt. So now just go back, correct the essays, add the errors to your error correction list, and just keep on writing because you're really on the good track. Okay? Thanks.